Hey, what's up, guys? This is Zach from Rank and Rent Journey. This is day 10. I think it's been almost like a month since I last posted. Um, some interesting updates. So I'm newer to Rank and Rent, but not newer to SEO. So wanted to go through what I found so far. I created my first site, Rank and Rent site, here about 2 months ago, June 29th. So there's a couple things that I found out as I kind of went along here that other YouTubers, other sites don't tell you when they're teaching rank and rank. And there are things that I think would help me when I started. So let's get into it. These are the top 5 things that they just don't tell you in rank and rank when you're starting out. So the first up is how long does it take to rank? You know, you create a one-page site and you're waiting for it to rank. How long does it take? You hear people saying like Jackie Chow says, "Oh yeah, it should take 2 weeks, a month, or whatever." That's really not the case. Even on like an escalated timeline, you're doing everything right. You're buying backlinks. You're doing everything perfect. Even with that, it's like 4 to 6 months to get something to rank. Even now with my site that's about 2 months old, I'm ranking in the top 10 for I think two keywords, and they're very low volume keywords. So hopefully in another 2 months I'll be ranking a little better. In this site I've used backlinks. I've used tons of citations, all the basics that you see in Rank and Rent. So again, how long does it take to rent? Uh, I would say 4 to 6 months. 6 months to be safe. So it's not going to rank overnight. Um, the next point is choosing a niche and city. Um, there's some guesswork in it, but it's going to require the most upfront work with Ahrefs or any other SEO software. I'm going to have a next video about choosing a good city or area and niche based on keyword volume, population of the city, and competition. Those are the things that I think the main 3 points that you look at when choosing. And even with all that, there's still some guesswork, you know. Um, and to point three, sometimes sites just don't work. So right now I think I have a little over 10. I have 11 recommend sites going right now. All kind of start at different times. The oldest being about 2 months old, 2.5 months old. So sometimes, yeah, sites just don't work. Whether it's the niche, the competition, the city, whatever, it's guesswork. You're not just gonna pick one site, location, pick one niche, and then have it just work. That's not always the case. And next point four, is pre-selling. So pre-selling in Rank and Rent is when you put up a site and then you pay for ads. Usually Google ads. You'll pay for ads, get some leads in, and then sell these leads to a business owner before your site is even ranking well. There's some issues with this, some not. Yes, it kind of speeds up the whole timeline, which is great. So say you put up a site, a month later you're running ads, you get like 2 calls in a week or whatever. You skim the business owner and you sign a deal immediately. That's great. But then you're still kind of hoping that the site ranks well. Otherwise, eventually you're going to end up be paying a lot of money and kind of seeing very little return for your work, if any. This will all depend on like the cost per click, what Google Ads is charging you, and how much you're charging the business owner for the referrals, etc. So I'll make a further video on that as well because I have some experience and lost some money in pre-selling with some of these, and I don't think it's 100% the best route, that some YouTubers say it is. And lastly, the other hardest part is getting someone to sign a deal. To be honest with you guys, I haven't closed my first deal yet, but I'm so close. Each time it gets closer. So my first one, the business owner, first off, they hang up on you all the time. Business owners are getting called nonstop by spammers, by SEO services, by people overseas trying to sell stuff to them. So they're very wary about being sold things. So if you're going to try to pre-sell, or even when you're actually selling after your site's ranking, you're going to want to give them some leads first. I recommend having the lead on the other line and say, quick hold, I'm going to transfer you to our scheduler, to whoever, and then live transfer to the actual business owner. I'll go over that as well too in another video. But yeah, basically business owners can be very fickle. They've heard this story a million times. someone's trying to sell them something. So you definitely want to go in with some leads already in hand, at least one, and then maybe trickle in one or two or three over the next week. Um, so I had a business owner's hang up on me. I had another business owner in concrete. He took my three leads, then ghosted me, stopped taking my calls entirely. So I lost that money. And then finally, I had another business owner that I was working with in concrete. He took some leads, and then when the time came to close, he kind of wasn't interested. He was kind of being, cagey and saying, I don't know. And then I even tried pulling back and say, okay, well, I'm going to have to find someone else for these leads. I run the call with him on Monday to kind of see if I can close the deal. Again, sales are totally new for me, so I keep messing things up. It's a learning experience, obviously, but hopefully this one goes through. If not, I'll get another one. So that's the final point. Business owners can suck sometimes. They can be shady. They can ghost you. It kind of feels like you're dating a girl, and closer and closer every time to closing the deal, and hopefully I'll close the deal soon on this guy. Um, but it's tough. It's tough. Sales are tough. They're very fickle. It's not easy. So those are my top five things that they don't tell you in Rank and Rank. Everyone sells you this simple process. You pay to get in their Discord, pay to get in their Facebook group, and you follow this process and you're done. It's not always the case. The people who do succeed are the ones who keep going, despite frustrations, despite failure, despite wasting money without seeing any money in return. So I'm going to stick with it. Again, I'm about 3 months into it. I lost a good bit of money so far, but I'm so close to closing my first deal. So stick around, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.